So you're ready to buy a house and you know the neighborhood you want to move to. You've also saved up some money, you have your credit right where it needs to be, and you've been pre-approved for a mortgage. Now you're wondering who's going to help you buy that dream home. I'm Kyle Winn with Sage Realty, coming to you out of Canyon Lake, California, and today I'm going to go over 5 things you should consider when deciding who to hire as your realtor. But stick around to the end of this video for my number 6 bonus tip that is by far the most important. When you're ready to buy a house, you're gonna need to find a realtor to work with. And trust me when I say you're gonna wanna handpick your realtor. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why. But please, please, please do not just go onto one of those huge national home search websites and click a help me button or a talk to a realtor button. It's like playing roulette or something, and it's about as reliable as Forrest Gump's box of chocolates.
You never know what you're gonna get.
You never know what you're gonna get? All right, now if you didn't even laugh at that, do me a favor, you owe me one. Go ahead and like this video. All right, so the first thing to ask your future realtor is, do they know the neighborhood? Some agents might tell you this isn't very important and that they can show you homes anywhere you want to go and this and that. Wrong. You want your realtor to have local knowledge for multiple reasons. They can tell you all about the area like property taxes, special assessments, HOA dues, CC&Rs, and anything else you may want to be aware of before considering a specific neighborhood any further. Also, they may know of sellers and listings that are coming up soon and may even be able to help you find the right home before it's even listed. So the next thing you want to ask your future realtor is sort of a 2-part question. Are you a full-time realtor, and where does most of your clientele come from? If the agent you're interviewing says that this is just a side hustle to make a couple extra bucks on top of their full-time job, and maybe their last sale was, I don't know, a year and a half ago to their cousin or something, you may want to think very hard about the other agents you're interviewing. You should want your realtor to say that they get a lot of referrals and repeat business, which proves their ability to serve their clients at a high level, as well as some other sources that prove they can help strangers successfully purchase a home as well. You want your agent to be full-time, constantly doing deals. This way they are up to date on the current national market trends, but even more importantly, the hyper-local market trends. All of this will enable them to help you achieve your goal of buying your next home much more quickly and efficiently. Now, the third thing you should ask them about is their communication skills. By far, the number one complaint I've heard about real estate agents is that their communication flat out sucks. Now, don't expect your realtor to be calling and texting you every 2 seconds about every little update, but ask them about how and when they can expect to receive updates throughout the process of buying your home. Does your agent prefer to call, text, or email? And remember from the previous tip that your realtor is a full-time realtor, right? So on any given day, they may be at a listing appointment or maybe a home inspection or showing a bunch of homes to a buyer just like you. So don't get worried if they don't get back to you for a couple of hours, especially if it isn't something that's very urgent. But if it takes them a couple days to respond, there's probably a problem. The next thing you should ask these realtors about is how they handle negotiations. During a real estate transaction, some of the biggest and toughest points for negotiation involve things like multiple offers, bad inspection reports, and low appraisals. If you ask about these things and the agent you're interviewing freezes up a bit, maybe stutters and doesn't have a whole lot to say, that might be a bad sign. Ideally, they'll be able to explain a little bit about each of those types of scenarios and provide you with some context while also speaking from some recent experiences. Now, the next question you're going to want to ask these potential realtors is, why should I hire you? Now, at this point in the interview, you might already have a pretty good idea, but it is a fun question to ask anyways. And the answer to this question may essentially be a recap of the previous questions. They're a local expert with their finger on the pulse of that market. They are a full-time realtor and understand how to best serve their clients. Their communication skills are fantastic, and they are a strong negotiator who will be looking out for your best interests. Ideally, they may be able to throw in some extra information that just might be the cherry on top for you as well. Now, this leads me right into my bonus tip that I told you about at the beginning of the video, and that is to trust your gut. After these interviews with potentially multiple agents, you will learn a lot about their experience and their style of business. Make sure this is someone that you can trust that will be looking out for you and your best interests. And of course, make sure it's someone you can see yourself spending time with, having fun with, getting along with, because your home search could take 3 months, 6 months, or even a year. So make sure it's somebody that you're going to like spending time with. Well, hopefully you found these tips useful, but if you have any questions, please drop those in the comments below or find my contact information in the description of this video, and I will talk to you soon.